Hello everybody, it's Izzy, or as you know me, blushing-beldum.tumblr.com, formerly known as Tarot Cards and Tea. I wanted to make this video because about a year and a half ago I made a very personal video about how I came to be disabled, and things are very different now than they were back then. So I wanted to give everybody a little bit of an update. Back in 2016, I finally decided to seek a second opinion in relation to my back, my spine, and all the pain I was experiencing with that. Because if you remember, it was really bad. I lost my job, I couldn't walk, I couldn't really do anything. It was so debilitating. So I saw a new doctor, and within about, I want to say 5 minutes of meeting him looking at my x-rays, my MRIs, my CT scans, all that stuff. Within about 5 minutes, he was able to look me in the eye and tell me that my original surgeon never placed the screws in my spine in the correct position. So after 2 operations with my first surgeon, and years of follow-up, he never, I don't know if he didn't realize or if he just didn't want to tell me, but the screws that were used in my original operation and supplemental operation were incorrectly placed. And due to that, they were pinching the nerves in my back, which is what was causing all the pain in my back and down my legs. My new surgeon informed me that day as well. Had my doctor been just a little bit more wrong than he was, that he would have hit the artery that is in the sacral femoral area, and his words exactly were, I would have been dead on the table. So that was a very jarring thing to hear then. And it was so relieving to finally have answers, to understand finally what was going on with me and why I was in so much pain, because for years I was being told that there's nothing wrong with you, you should feel better, we don't know what's going on, all we can do is increase your medication. So it was a big breath of relief to know finally what was wrong, and that I was correct in thinking that there was something wrong with me. But there was also a lot of anger associated with that, because my first surgery was in 2009, and I was in pain since then up until 2016 when I saw my new surgeon. So that's 7 years of my life that I lost, living in pain and not able to live my life in the way that I originally wanted to, because of one man's mistake and one man's pride and inability to accept that maybe he didn't have all the answers and maybe he didn't get it right. So my new surgeon told me that, you know, I would need another operation, that being my 3rd spinal surgery. And what he was going to do was he's going to remove all the hardware, all the screws, all the rods. He's going to take all that out. He was going to fuse the next level up with the bone, so that way hardware free. And he did a laminectomy, which is where they take out the middle part of your spine to open up the neural pathways, so that they're not being pinched anymore, and a discectomy to get rid of the disc bulge. So now I am fused from L4 to S1 in my spine, but I am now back to as normal of a spine as I have had in a very long time, because there's no foreign implementation. And the surgery went about as well as I could have hoped. I had my surgery August 10th, 2016, so I'm a little over a year post-op, and I was feeling better 3 days after surgery than I had in the past 10 years. I'm now off my narcotics, so that is something I never thought I'd be able to say. I'm living life about as medication free as I possibly can. Really only taking Tylenol for the days that get difficult. And I just want to show you guys, I had requested to keep the hardware that was used in my original surgeries because I'm kind of morbid like that. So I have a set of those here. These are the screws that were used in my back surgery, and they fit together pretty much like this, and they sat in my L5 and S1 vertebrae, so basically tailbone and bottom of spine. And it's a really surreal thing to be able to hold and touch and feel these things that created so much pain and so much difficulty in my life. And I just want you guys to know that for the times that you may feel like there's no hope, no answers, that things are never going to get better, even though it may feel hopeless, there is always hope. Whether it's a new doctor or a new procedure, you know, science is always expanding. We're always learning new things. There is hope. And had somebody told me that about a year and a half ago, I wouldn't have believed them. So I don't fault you if you think, oh, this girl's crazy, she just got lucky. But there is always hope. And it's important to be your own advocate, because there are so many doctors out there who don't want to listen to patients in pain, and they tell you it's all in your head, there's nothing wrong. But you know your body. You know yourself. You know you're normal. So don't ever, ever stop fighting for yourself, because there is always hope. So just keep fighting. Thanks.